With the end in sight for America's longest war, this is what packing up looks like in Afghanistan. Row after row of US military vehicles sit in the yard at Bagram, waiting to be transported back to the United States.
We've got tens of thousands of vehicles that need to go back to the depots in the United States, be reset and issued back to the Army.
And this is where it's happening, in giant warehouses in 8 locations across the country. Weapons, communications and equipment systems are stripped from each vehicle, with another team going through every nook and cranny looking for stray ammunition.
Sometimes you gotta think creatively.
Such as?
Are you ready?
Spots like this in the wires. Just places you wouldn't normally look.
Up to 1,500 vehicles will be retrograded each month as more and more US bases close down. So far, already 400 have shut up shop. This process will continue until the remaining 28,000 vehicles are sent back home, along with 20,000 shipping containers filled with equipment, all US property. An exercise that will cost $6 billion. Brigadier General Stephen Shapiro was in charge of closing down US operations in Iraq and says this handoff is part of the natural progression of war.
The general feeling is a good feeling. It is time to go home, but it's time to go home because most of us think the Afghans have it. So it's a very good feeling. It's about going home, but frankly, it's about winning.
And while many question whether this war has actually been won, the US believes its job here is done, handing over control to the Afghans and their security force of 350,000 troops. America's war in Afghanistan began here in Bagram back in 2001. And while US and international forces are already packing up and pulling out, this base will be an enduring presence post-2014. The General believes whatever US forces are left here, some will operate out of Bagram. But the focus now is getting these vehicles out of Afghanistan. 60% will go by road to Karachi in neighbouring Pakistan, where they'll be shipped out to the United States. The remaining 40% will be flown to the Middle East and transported out of ports in either Dubai or Jordan. This is America's endgame, and as the vehicles leave, so too do the troops. Anna Coren, CNN, Bagram.